You misunderstood, obviously.
No, I didn't. Bill Spencer cannot suddenly own Forrester because the loan payment was late to the bank.
Not suddenly, no. His name isn't on the door, but the process is in motion. There's no stopping Bill now.
Come in. I wired the funds.
I know. It was a bit premature.
Why? What'd the board say?
Well, you were right, of course. The bank's not interested in being in the fashion business. In fact, we wouldn't be calling the loan if it weren't for the fact that there was an offer on the table to us for more than the assessed value of Forrester Creations.
Well, you didn't think I would nickel and dime you, did you?
I don't feel good about this.
You know, Mike, maybe banking's not for you. Maybe you should open up a dog walking business. So how long is the whole process going to take? The foreclosure, title transfer, blah, blah, blah.
That's what I wanted to discuss. I don't think it's in your best interest to act rashly.
You know, you and I, we must really be connected. Because you keyed into one of my favorite things. People telling me what's in my interest. As if I don't know.
Oh, my nails are appalling. If I don't get a manicure, you're going to have to sleep in a face protector tonight, darling.
Wait. Listen, the fabric guy's downstairs. What do you want me to tell him?
Tell him that in today's economy, I am not going to pay $39 a yard, even for spun gold. Won't be long.
Hey, who's Leon?
Leon who?
I don't know. You tell me.
Do I know a Leon?
You're the one who has an appointment with him today.
Oh! It's Lee R., my manicurist.
Oh.
Pam's handwriting's almost as good as her typing, isn't it?
Look, I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to be. It's all right. I realize you've heard...
Hey. I'm fine. All right? We're fine. I'm sorry. All right?
Won't be long.
I was pretty sure I would know when this day came, and I was right.
What day is that?
You've shown a lot of tenacity and character sticking by Forrester. When your brother and your sister and your mother couldn't, they all abandoned ship. And you showed a lot of maturity, the way you've handled the conflicts that have arisen between people here, things that have threatened to tear this company apart. I think maybe the transition's already begun.
What transition would that be?
To you taking over for me.
I'm sorry, Katie, but...
Me too. Thanks for letting us know.
Am I missing something? Is this funny?
No, Katie, of course not.
No, it's just I don't think you understand the concept of sole proprietorship.
There's no stock to buy up. You see, Eric owns Forrester.
Not anymore.
Well, it's not for sale, Katie, and especially not to Bill Spencer, of all people.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I don't understand exactly what's going on here, but let me tell you what I do understand. Eric borrowed money against the company, and he couldn't pay it back, so he borrowed some more. The bank has been letting us skate with partial payments, which has only been nudging us into negative equity. And today, Bill signed a letter of intent saying that he would buy the company, pay off Eric's loan and all the debts, and indemnify the bank against legal action. But what do I know?
But we made the payment.
The loan has been foreclosed. They just haven't had time to give official notice. I thought you might want to hear it from me, but if you'd rather talk to a grown-up, you can call Bill. Or the bank.
hey, I think that Stephanie's out taking no prisoners.
Beating her chest again? Yeah, that's usually a diversionary tactic.
Well, she seemed okay to me today, but, I'm gonna remember that.
Do. Wouldn't hurt beating your chest once in a while.
For me to what? Create a diversion?
To get the respect you deserve?
What are you saying, that I don't get the respect that I deserve?
No, not for me to say.
Listen, is there something that you know that you're not telling me, Steffi?
Look, I know you love Jackie. She's great. But your trust took a beating, and I don't see how she can blame you for that.
Look, I mean, it's been a challenge. It has. But, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get past it.
Yeah, it's gotta be hard. Of course it was a long, long time ago. But how do you get past finding out the person that you marry isn't who you thought they were?
Withdraw your asset purchase agreement, Bill, committing you to purchasing Forrester. The 24 hours haven't passed. You still can.
And how is that in my interest?
Look, you're putting up more than Forrester will be worth in 6 or 8 months. He's going down. He's going under. They can't pay their bills. You forced me to accelerate the processing.
I forced you.
But by waiting until they have no choice but to default, you'll save yourself a fortune. And then nobody will be the bad guy.
So that's what this is all about. You're willing to do your bank out of my overly generous offer to buy Forrester Creations because you don't like wearing the black hat.
I've been Eric Forrester's banker for a long time. I've come to consider him a friend.
Yeah, well, I get that. I do. Everybody hates sticking it to a friend, even if he has it coming. Even if he's sitting on what he has rightfully forfeited. I mean, you can make a grab for it, but that would make you the bad guy. Who likes being the bad guy? Nobody. That's why God made me.
Why wouldn't the bank get a hold of Eric first?
Ridge tried to call Michael. They said he was out.
People don't like having hard conversations with people whose life's work they're confiscating.
Actually busy is what they said.
You knew about this?
Everyone knew that Bill wanted Forrester Creations. Eric knew.
No, the business with the late payment.
Whose fault is that? Listen, this doesn't have to be a catastrophe. It really doesn't. Capital is what we've needed. Spencer Publications has it. Bill wants us all to stay on.
Did you try to reason with him?
Of course I did. You have no idea. Of course. But Bill isn't going to stop being who he is and doing what he does just because he fell in love with me.
Love?
Yeah.
Are those your words or his, Katie?
His.
Oh my God, he thought of everything.
Excuse me?
Katie, I'm sorry, but it's obvious. Bill Spencer is using you.
No, you're wrong. Bill is not using me.
Katie, I know it hurts, but you can't say that you weren't warned.
I guess there's just no possible way that he could actually care for me.
It's not your fault, Katie. We all know that.
Of course this is not my fault. What possible role could I have played in any of this?
What, you're playing it now, aren't you?
How exactly?
You just told us to look on the bright side of things.
Bill is not putting words in my mouth. I can think for myself.
He knows he can't run Forrester without us. And yet here you are. You're telling us what a good thing it would be for us to stay on and work under Bill.
We're employees. We work for someone regardless. I think our first concern has got to be making payroll.
No. My first concern is trying to figure out how I'm going to tell my husband that the future he's been groomed for has disappeared.
And how to tell mine that he has no legacy to leave behind.
Okay, you're not going anywhere, right?
No, not quite yet. I want to stand with you and get this company through this money crisis that we're in right now. But it will feel good to loosen my grip a little bit.
What are you going to tell Thorne and Felicia?
I'm going to tell them anything. They've been expecting this for a long time. They'll both be happy about it, too.
Dad, I'm honored that you would entrust your greatest accomplishment to me. Thank you. I promise you I will not let you down.
Well, Forrester isn't mine. You and your mother, Brooke, all of us, we've had a hand in its success. But if I'm allowed to take credit for anything with my name on it, my greatest accomplishment is you. Regardless of anything, I take a great deal of credit for the man you've become. I'm proud of you, son. Come here.
Thank you, Dad. So are you asking me if I think of Jackie differently now, or are you saying that you do?
I just find it hard to understand, as your friend. You know, when you guys first got together, everyone thought that you were after money.
Jackie knew better. She always did.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But she didn't hesitate to use what people thought. The Indulge campaign. She kind of sort of played with the idea. On the runway, on magazine covers. Jackie M, the rich, powerful cougar in control, and Owen, the hot, delicious, tantalizing, expensive boy toy. In reality, she was the one who...
Well, you could say it. When all the time, she was the one who... But come on, listen. I don't believe that something that happened so long ago should affect my relationship now, and I thought you told me you agreed with me on that.
I do. I did. It's just gotta be hard to put behind you. Hi.
Hey, you back already?
Yeah, Lee, didn't show up. Oh my, don't tell me that fabric rep is still waiting.
Oh, gosh. All right, listen. I will, be right back, all right?
Steffi, how very charming of you to stop by and interfere in my marriage. You're more like your namesake than I realized.
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Owen is my friend, and I just tell him what I think.
You've never wanted for anything, have you, Steffi? I mean, you grew up in a mansion. You were trust fund baby. Daddy, he paid all your bills. It's very easy for you to stand here and judge me. Your life, it's just it's an open book because you've never had a life. But give yourself a few years. You may never know need like I did. Foolishness and fear, they will take their toll, and then voila, there's going to be a mistake, or even two, that you're not real anxious to tell the world about.
But plenty of women know need and never did what you did. It's a pretty big secret to keep from your husband, don't you think?
You say that you're his friend, and that you're only looking out for him. I think you've got a crush on him.
Jackie, I am not a homewrecker. And I do not want to steal your husband. You guys just got married so quickly and impulsively. You guys are just two completely different people. And I know this is difficult for Owen in that he loves you very much. But sometimes it's more than love in a relationship. Jackie, you know what I mean. And I just wonder, are you what's best for Owen?
Oh, no. Well, you didn't expect them to greet you with a ticker tape parade, did you?
Couldn't face Eric.
He could come blowing through that door at any time.
What makes you think they'll stay? Eric, Ridge, any of them.
It's what they do. It's what they know. Their name's still on it.
They hate your guts.
Oh, well, they better take a number.
Is that your plan to make them stay?
My plan was to buy that company and get it out of debt, pay them all salaries. Why do you ask?
It's what they think. Brooke, Donna. They think I'm being used. Am I being used, Bill?
Your sisters love you. They're worried about you being caught in my evil clutches. Frankly, I don't think they have enough respect for you at the moment to listen to anything you have to say. But they will learn to respect you. I'll see to it. And just for the record, if I'm ever going to use you in one of my diabolical schemes, I'll tell you up front. I may be underhanded, but I'm not ashamed of it.
Oh, hi, honey. Come in.
I have been looking all over for you.
Well, I've been looking for this map here.
A map of what?
Yeah. Oh, well, here it is. The Italian Alps. You've never been there, have you?
No.
Where do you see this place? Oh, I think it's maybe the most beautiful place in the world. I've taken the train through there. I've spent the night. I've eaten there, but well, it's a fantasy of mine to get a place on Lake Garda and just live there 6 months a year when I retire.
So, you talked to the bank then?
The bank? Why?
Eric, there's something you need to know.
Something's happened.
I know.
Dad tell you?
Katie.
You know, it's funny. Didn't really think about it anymore. The last 10 or 15 years, I've been nursing this sense of entitlement. Why doesn't Dad step down? It's my turn to take things over. But I finally let go of all that me stuff. I just wanted the company back on its feet for our children. So when Dad finally told me he thought I was ready to take over the company from him, I knew he was right. Wait a minute. That's not what this is about. That's not what you came in to tell me, is it?
No. Bill Spencer never gives up.
So what is that to us?
He wants Forrester.
Well, he can't have it.
He believes he can. And he believes he already does.